Hey everyone, DelVecchio here, and I wanted to share with you today a little bit about what's coming up in the field for the rest of March 2024 and into April. As those of you who watch a channel like this would probably know, we are about to have a powerful lunar eclipse. So it's a full moon eclipse. So the Earth will be in the middle of the sun and the moon. And there's a lot more to it than that. And of course, if you're astrologically oriented, I'm sure you're already apprised of the energetics around this by watching some of the incredible astrologers available on YouTube and elsewhere. I wanted to share a little bit more about the inner energetics and how that may play out in your personal life, your personal story, your personal awakening journey, as well as the planetary collective, the human collective, if you will. So I just want to take a moment here and just invite you to join me to just take a few breaths. So we tune into the field together, and this allows for kind of a collective container, if you will, for the transmission of heart-aligned guidance. Yes. So here we are. Here we are, 2024. 4 years since the evidence revealed itself of the shadow at play behind our planetary collective and the light available to us. Now, as we move into this period of eclipse, we have before us the opportunity and, in fact, the invitation and perhaps what would be the word? I don't like to use the word mandate, but something like that. It's like the soul's request to choose the timeline of our future, to choose the path we will walk once and for all. What I've experienced for myself personally and seen a lot among those of us who have been waking up, not just to the spiritual stuff, many of us have been on a spiritual path for decades, but to the global shenanigans the last 4 years, is the deep dive research and then the stickiness that keeps us looking and looping in that stuff. The next big thing to fuss and worry about, the next big thing to have anxiety about, and looking and monitoring and tracking that stuff. So I like the analogy of driving forward with your eyes on the rearview mirror. That is an energetic that's very tempting right now because the rearview mirror represents the old order. It represents, you will eat the bugs and you will own nothing and be happy, and climate change is going to destroy the planet, and all of the stuff that's related to a narrative projected upon consciousness, intent to keep us in a certain frequency. And there is an entirely other reality being birthed, as we know. And this is it's like a pivotal point. There's a word for it. It's a watershed moment. There's a word for it that's not coming to heart for me, where we now really have enough of the wind at our backs, so to speak, enough support beneath us, around us, and through us, because of the amount of photonic light we're experiencing, the plasmic light, the plasmic energy of intelligence, divine universal intelligence coming through to support us in birthing, creating, visioning, walking into, stepping into, allowing the new earth to be here, co-creating it in an entirely new way. And so during this window of time, it's especially important for us to stop looking in any rearview mirrors and really start looking ahead at what am I creating? How am I creating it? What are the constructs within my consciousness which are still limiting me? Whether it be self-judgments, unworthiness, smart goals, taking massive action to create or whatever. All of these things, if not aligned with divine soul guidance, going vertical and getting the divine soul guidance, will tend to truncate, tend to stunt, tend to lock our frequency into a lower frequency. Trying to force creation is the old way. So, with the electromagnetic field of Earth reducing, that has allowed for more cosmic light, if you will, more plasmic light, more cosmic, spiritual, divine information to pour upon our plane through us, around us. It awakens Gaia's ascension codes, and Gaia pours forth her plasmic energy. I've been working deeply with this when I was in Southeast Asia this year in the ocean, with clearing gates and working with plasmic flow, as I am learning from my teachers. So this is really like we have this available to us. How do we tap it? We go inward. We go inward and go vertical. We go to the still silent point of meditation, prayer, devotion, love, forgiveness, gratitude, spaciousness, silence. In this way, we open into the field to receive those codes of light, to receive the activation, the inspiration, the soul messages, the whispers of what is next for us. So, the other thing that's happening because of this light flow pouring in is that those who have not yet availed themselves of inner work, healing deep trauma, focalizing outside of, focalizing inward instead of projecting everything outward. This can be a very, very bumpy road. And, I'm not saying anything I haven't said before or that many other messengers are saying. It's just that we're in an intensification and an acceleration window right now. I want to refer you, I'll link it below to a recent YouTube by astrologer Heather Ensworth, who talks about one of the, I think it's a photon belt body. You'll have to listen to it. It's a planetary, it's not a planet, it's an energetic body called Ixion. And the whole role of narcissism in the culture and the revelation, the no longer being able to hide behind the mask of goodness, happiness, this is for your own good, all of that stuff. These masks are going to start to be ripped off, and that's going to be very shocking for more people. If you've been aware of what's been going on the last 4 years and really the last, who knows, 60,000, we don't know, then this is not news to you, but think of having all that opened up to you in one sort of fell swoop. Some of our sisters and brothers will be going through this revelation time. And so the more stabilized we can hold the field through our own, I am love. I am one with divinity. I am the remembrance of my own light. I am compassion. I am forgiveness. The more we can hold that field, the more we smooth some of the bumps for the collective. Are there going to be bumps and explosions? Yes, there continues to be. And think of it this way. The old architecture, and I use that term in two ways, the old architecture, so let's say the structures of society are being dismantled because people are starting to see that they don't work. And along with that, the old architecture, the constructs within our psyches that have kept us locked into organizing our reality in the way that it's been organized, top-down control, fear, separation from divinity, all of that stuff, is also being dismantled. And we know that when there's a quick dismantling within the psyche of something, there can be psychosis. There can be quick, instant dark night of the soul. There can be projection. There can be all of the destabilization that happens. So our holding the field of light continues to be absolutely relevant and absolutely essential as part of what we assigned ourselves to do when we decided to come here for this particular time on the planet. Now, along with that, of course, we will have our own inner revelations, inner dark night moments, inner dismantling of the architecture of our how we've perceived reality. The difference is there's no difference between us and any other brothers and sisters on earth in the sense that we are all children of the one creatrix. We are all beloved. We are all worthy of love. We are all part of the one self. And within this dream spell of separation, of course, we're all in different levels of consciousness, right? We all have different priorities, different whatever. Those of us who've been doing shadow work, those of us who've been devoted to a spiritual path, tuning in with meditation, with heart healing, all of that stuff, we simply have more tools and we can process things more quickly. So in this journey over this next window of time, we are here with each other to remind ourselves of the love that we are, to keep tuning back into the love space, and to also remember that, shit might come up for you. Might be intense. It might be intense. And you are loved without condition. You are made by love. You are made for love. You are love. So let us go vertical. Let us go to the center point of our hearts. Let us open into the field of the eternal love that we are. And let us apply any tools that we have to courageously deal with whatever stuff comes up for us in this process. Whew. So I want to thank you all for joining me here. I want to also let you know that I have 2 retreats coming up this year where we will be working very much with plasmic light, with Cosmic Mother, with the ancient Divine Mother Goddess archetypes, and with the waters of the planet to really support as priestesses, starseeds, and light workers to support our collective ascension. So I will leave the links for those below. One of them is in Bali for the summer solstice. I only have a few spots left for that, and one of them is in Egypt. I'm co-teaching that with Emi Mutali of The Feminine Revered, and that's in November, and we only have 3 spots left for that. Either way, though, just again, thank you for being a light in this world. Hold fast now to your skills, your tools, and the love in your heart, and the remembrance that we came for a reason and we have everything we need to hold each other and birth this new earth, supporting Gaia, supporting our conscious ascension through all of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love, many blessings, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah.